In 2021, my girlfriend and I rented a small beach house on the coast of Maine for a weekend getaway. It was a cozy little place, old, kind of rundown, but right on the shoreline. The listing mentioned it was built in the 60s and used to be a fishing lodge. Everything was fine, except for one thing. There was a door in the hallway that was nailed, shut with a rusted padlock and 4 steel brackets. The owner told us it was just a utility closet and not to worry about it. Around 2:45 a.m., we heard 3 slow, heavy, but that door knocked at night. The first time it happened, we were asleep. Knocks from inside the wall, not on the front door, on that nailed shut door in the hall. We froze. My girlfriend said it was probably the wind, but there was no wind that night. The second night, we were watching a movie when we heard whispering coming from the hallway, just soft murmuring. We both muted the TV and the whispering stopped. Walked closer to the door. I heard something breathing on the other side. The third night, I set up my phone to record a time lapse of the hallway. I let it run while we, not violently, just tapping like slept. The next morning, I checked the footage. Finally, around 3:17 a.m., the video clearly showed the door shaking. Something was trapped and trying to get out. Then the doorknob slowly turned on its own, even though there was no handle on our side. We left that day. I messaged the owner, asking him to be honest about the door. Replied with one sentence: "That room hasn't been opened since the last guest went missing in 1996. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more creepy stories from Ash Parlor TV. Thank you for your support." 3 summers ago, I stayed at a beach house with my friends on the Outer Banks. It was one of those old, weather-beaten houses built right on the dunes, with creaky floors and thin walls. The ocean was only about 30 feet from our deck. The first night, we all got drunk and stayed up telling ghost stories on the porch. Around 2 a.m., I went down alone to the beach to pee. It was pitch black, no moon, just the sound of waves and wind. As I stood by the edge of the water, I noticed something about 50 feet away. A girl. She was just standing there, barefoot, wearing a white dress, her long black hair soaked and clinging to her body. At first I thought maybe she was drunk or lost. I called out, no answer. I took a step closer and she sprinted into the ocean without hesitation. Gone. I ran back to the house, yelling for my friends. We called the cops and they sent someone to search the shoreline but found nothing. They assumed I was just seeing things. The next night, I woke up around 3 a.m. to footsteps. Dripping wet, eyes locked on my window, head tilted. Not inside, but on the deck, right outside. My window, slow, deliberate. I peeked through the blinds. That same girl. "We found something buried," I screamed and backed away. But when we turned on all the porch lights and checked, she was gone. On our last night, we decided to walk the beach one more time. Near the dunes, an old wooden cross in the sand, just barely sticking out. We brushed the sand off. Carved into it were the words, "Rebecca drowned 1994, do not disturb." I don't think she was ever buried. I think she's still looking for someone to pull down with her. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more creepy stories from Ash Parlor TV. Thank you for your support. This story happened to my cousin in 2018, down in a remote part of Florida. He and 2 friends rented a beach house that backed directly onto the water. No fences, no lights, just miles of open sea. One night, they went swimming under the stars. It was around midnight, full moon, perfectly calm. As they floated in the water, they noticed a light underneath them. Not moonlight. This was coming from the ocean floor, maybe 10 to 15 feet down. A soft blue glow, then another, then 3 more. Circling them, fast. They thought it was bioluminescence until one of the lights started to rise. Something brushed against my cousin's leg, something huge, rubbery, and cold. Swam back to shore, laughing nervously, but the light stayed, hovering just beneath the surface. Nothing unusual. The next day, my cousin checked the area in daylight. That night, they stayed inside. Around 2 a.m., the power in the beach house went out. Total silence. No wind. Just water. Then came the knock, not on the front door. On the back glass sliding door, facing the ocean. A wet handprint appeared on the glass from the outside. When they turned on a flashlight, there was no one there, but dozens of small, round indentations in the sand, like footprints, only smaller, and spaced wrong, not like human steps. When they looked back at the glass door again, another handprint had appeared. This one was from the inside. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more creepy stories from Ash Parlor TV. Thank you for your support.